We're going to talk a little bit about the Experience Spirit. So before any Experience Spirit fights, I like to set up my team. So in this case, I'm setting up one blue Daruma and put him on Azerbaijan. And then I've also put another blue Daruma and Tamamo no Mai on the same team. So the reason for this is because this is going to help speed up choosing the unit when you're in the Experience Spirit fights. And before the fight, of course, you want to set up your experience buffs. And once your host started, you can just go ahead and select that preset and then go ahead and choose the team you've selected. Do note that I have chosen to use one DPS unit only because I feel like that would be enough, and by only using one DPS unit, that will maximize the amount of experience my other units are getting. And since I have Azerbaijan on one of my unit that I'm trying to level up, that helped me by giving me, I guess, extra orbs for Tamamo no Mai to do his damage quicker, so thereby ending the fight faster, and they'll save you some experience buffs in the long run. And of course, you want to make sure you turn on the experience buffs, and your partner should also turn on his experience buffs. The fight should go fairly smoothly depending on the DPS you're using. If you're having trouble, obviously you'll want to substitute in a different unit or maybe add some support. And now that we got that out of the way, I'm gonna talk about a trick that you can use to really maximize the amount of experience you can get. Say you found the Experience Spirits and you want to get the most out of the experience points that you can possibly get. So what you want to do is, here we can see that there's a little fight sign at the right corner, so that means that you're the host. What you want to do is invite a friend or a guildmate, or if you have a separate account, you can invite that one. So once you've done that, you can transfer the ownership of your Experience Spirits. So the way you do that is by inviting the other party, and then you're gonna quit, and then you're gonna have the other party invite you back. And the reason why we're doing this is so that we can put down 3 units instead of 2 units. Because as the host can put down 1 Amyoji and 2 Shigami units only, which is why you want to get invited instead of be the person who is hosting the fight. And before the fight starts, of course, you want to turn on all the experience buffs, and then you're gonna have the host start the game. So one thing to note is you probably want to tell your host before the game starts, or you guys probably talked about this before. Your host can leave the game after he starts, assuming that he already put down the right unit. So in this case, your host is going to put down a DPS unit and some other support. It doesn't really matter as long as he has a strong DPS unit. And then on your end, you're going to put down any units that you want to level up. So in my case, I'm putting down 3 blue Darumas. You can't see this, but the host has already left. So basically you can just start the fight and then everything is going to go on auto, but you won't have any control over your host units. And all you gotta do is just sit back and watch the fight. Another very important note is that you can also apply this trick to other parts of the game, and namely that's gonna be the coin spirits or the Kraken. So if you're interested in those modes, definitely give it a try. And there's no particular reason why your host has to leave, but if he does decide to stay, then just know that he will not be able to do the Experience Spirits fights for another 6 hours. And if he leaves, he can still choose to host the Experience Spirits and gain experience on his own that way. But do know that you will not be able to help him in return simply because you already joined the Experience Spirit fight within the 6 hours time period. So now that the fight is over, you can get an upward to 90,000 experience depending on your experience buffs. So this is what I find to be the fastest way to get experience points besides the guild feats. The good thing about the Experience Spirit is you can do it any time of the week and you don't have to wait for the feats to happen. So as you can see here, I've amassed quite a number of blue Darumas here, so hope this trick is useful to you guys, and good luck farming. Thanks for watching. If you liked today's video, please like and subscribe, and also follow me on Twitter for any updates.